Anuradha underscore FC about Allu Arjun. Wish to act with him again? Question mark.
Yeah, I'd love to work with Bunny again.
I love women-centric films, but they're just films about a woman's story. Every time they're pitched and tented up as like women.
What was your first reaction when you met SRK?
And the first time I met Shah Rukh Khan was at a Filmfare award.
Somebody was saying, "Oh, Shruti, you're so brave, you did this." And I said, but when it feels natural, it doesn't feel like bravery. It feels natural to him. This is something I've learned from both my parents.
If you have to ask a question to Shreya Ghoshal,
Oh my God.
You're a big Shah Rukh Khan fan.
I
What
am.
one quality do you see in both Kamal Haasan and him that makes them
They're
so
both
great?
Scorpios.
They're both Scorpios. Yeah.
Yep.
Apart from that.
They're both Scorpios, and I saw I think it was Shah Rukh Khan on David Letterman or something, and he was talking about how he makes pasta for his kids to hang out.
Yeah.
And I went and I told Papa, I said, I don't know why he just reminds me so much of you with the ease and love that he has for his kids.
if you have to ask a question to Shreya Ghoshal,
Oh my God. You know what? It's discipline. Just how she has maintained her vocal discipline in such an exemplary way for so long.
Tell us something about the relationship that you have with Akshara.
Yes.
You guys share a wonderful relationship.
Yes.
And tell us something more about it.
I think that Akshara and I are like polar opposites in personality. And some days that's a wonderful thing. Some days it's a very annoying thing for her because I'm a really annoying older sister. I'm really, really excited to see what paths she takes and what she does because she's always kind of been unique and different in her choices.
Anuradha underscore FC about Allu Arjun. Wish to act with him again? Question mark.
Yeah, I'd love to work with Bunny again. He's really amazing to work with because he's very, very, very dedicated and hardworking. And he's super fun as well. He's like that perfect mix of being like serious, studious almost, but then he's also like mad fun on the other side. So it's really nice.
You're also working in Devi.
Yes.
Which is a short film.
Yes.
Kajol is there and
Neha, Kajol.
Neha Dupia is there.
Yeah, so many people. It's just so Niranjan is producing it.
Right.
Niranjan Iyengar, who's a dear friend, and he said, "This is the concept. You want to hear the script?" I loved it instantly. I've always, I get asked, "Ab women-centric film kab karenge?" Like this word kind of bothers me because I feel like I said earlier about the characters as well. I love women-centric films, but they're just films about a woman's story. Every time they're pitched and tented up as like women.
Who's your favorite South star? By the way, we loved your chemistry with Allu Arjun in Race Gurram. Interesting is this guy is from Assam and he's talking about South cinema.
I love it. No, but you know what? The thing is, a lot of our films have been dumped on other, on other platforms, channels, whatever. And because of that, it's actually pilfered back an audience who wants to see the original. Because क्या करते कि जब dub करते वो गाना cut कर लेते तो they see the song separately on YouTube, then they see the dub, then they're like, you know what, forget it, let's just see the full film. And I've seen this happen so many times. For Treadstone, I went to shoot in Nobulinka Monastery in Dharamshala, and all the monks had watched Race Gurram. And I was like, what? It was like, I'm like, especially this particular film he's talking about, like, has had like an insane level of reach.
you have. I've always felt that you have this amazing voice that is very international. When can we see you making that proper international mark as a singer, like what we've seen with Priyanka, for example?
I mean, with no offense, because I have great respect for Priyanka Chopra. Her musical journey is not the musical journey I want at all, because she doesn't sing anymore. Do you know what I mean? I don't think it's important. Honestly, what I would explain to people is like when we go to the West, the sheer numbers we take with us because of the fact that we have people who've been watching us for so long, following, and and we are 1 billion people, right? And 1 billion people who love cinema.
If following people were given a truth serum, what
Yes.
question would you ask them if you have to ask a question to Prabhas?
I think he's quite frank and
He is.
honest.
He is.
I don't think he needs truth serum. Or I think with my brief interactions with him, we've never worked together. That's the only Telugu actor I haven't worked with. Every time I've interacted with him, I found him to be very straightforward.
How was it working with Vidyut Jamwal? Share something that you admire about him, please.
It was really fun working with them and all the boys, in fact, because like I said, it was like a school trip, you know. I think one thing I admire about him is his dedication to his fitness and his martial arts, definitely.
Your father is very outspoken.
Yes.
He speaks his mind. He comes across as someone who believes in whatever he says, and he's extremely brave as well.
Yes.
There are times when he gets into trouble as well, and
Sure.
there are people who are out to just baying for his blood, and they have all sorts of things to say about him. He's trolled massively on social media as well. How do you look at the idea that expressing the opinion is not an easy thing?
I don't think through history that it's been easily accepted. I think a popular opinion is easily accepted and celebrated. But in general, I would definitely say that even as an artist, it was a risk he was willing to take. He wanted to do and say things differently. He wanted to be a unique kind of voice. And he's always faced that. It's just an extension of that bravery, or somebody was saying, oh, Shruti, you're so brave, you did this. And I said, but when it feels natural, it doesn't feel like bravery. It feels natural to him. This is something I've learned from both my parents.
Shivam Saxena from Jaipur. My question to Shruti ma'am is, what was your first reaction when you met SRK, and when you are coming with your next movie project?
My next movie is Yara, releasing on Z5 on the 30th of July. And the first time I met Shah Rukh Khan was at a Filmfare Award in Chennai. And my father forgot to introduce me to him.
Your mom is currently heavily into theatre.
Theatre, yes.
She's been putting together,
Yes.
I think, some very interesting
Yes.
theatre work together. So how do you just grapple the two lives that you have from your parents, and very interesting lives and very diverse?
I think I've taken a lot from them, because like about 3 years ago, people were like, who just suddenly decides to up and do music suddenly? Right. She was at the peak in Telugu, she was doing this, why would she do that? I just didn't feel like I have to run another person's marathon. I don't need to run on your racetrack. Maybe I'm running up a mountain. Maybe I'm, in Joggers Park here. I have my own rhythm. I have my own beat, and that's something I think I've like genetically and environmentally imbibed from my parents, because they both follow what they feel like doing. Like, it's not some uncalculated, like it's a very calculated risk always in their lives. They're not just haphazard or instinctive.
What 3 things Shruti's future husband must have?
Actually, I don't need to have a future husband, but if you say...
Just in case.
Yeah, just in case, right?
Right.
A sense of humor, intelligence, please don't be stupid, and willpower.
Willpower.
Yeah.
If you could ask following people a question, what would it be?
Okay.
Akshay Kumar.
How do you wake up at 4 in the morning every day?
And he makes other people wake up.
Yeah, I know. I promoted a whole film with him.
Rajnikant sir.
How have you built this image so successfully?
Shah Rukh Khan.
How are you so lovely all the time?
Salman Khan.
How did you transition through the various phases of your career? Because his career has been really interesting.
Deepika Padukone.
How do you stay so skinny?
If you have to ask a question to Mr. Kamal Haasan.
I think I always ask him this, what really keeps him going and going and going? And I've never really, he's never really given me a straight answer. Like, for him, it's just, I think, this drive for life that is really inspiring, and I just wonder where he gets it all the time.
What is your most favorite song of the following people? The song that has been picturized on them.
Okay.
Kamal Haasan sir.
Ten Pandi Seemaile from Nayagan. Yeah.
Okay, and Mahesh Babu.
Oh, I really love the title song of Bharat Tanenenu, a Telugu film, which is by Devi Sri Prasad. I thought that was like a really nice, cool title song.
Okay, and Allu Arjun.
I love his song with me, which is called Cinema Chupista Mama.
Can you please sing a couple of lines from Alvida?
Sure. क्योंकि तू मेरी कहानी, क्योंकि तू मेरा फसाना, मर के भी ना हम कहेंगे अलविदा.
That's a beautiful song, honestly.
It is.